Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue with our Quebec City Ace Nordiques. We're heading into year 9, we got the off-season, my throat's feeling a lot better, so let's get this started, alright? We're in the free agency period right now. In the last video, I showed you guys the list of free agents, but nobody, that appears to be there that would completely change our franchise. You got a bunch of depth players, which would be nice if we need to fill up, but, yeah, there's nobody spectacular in there. No crazy potential players either. No, there's really nothing that we need to spend tons of money here in free agency. We got $8.5 million of cap space, but that's not going to matter this year. Now, I want to make some trades. We're not at the end of this season yet, and I do want to wait until the beginning of next year for some players, because I want to see what kind of team we have. Certain players like Anthony Mantha, Barkov, I want to see if they get better, if they're legitimate second liners for next year. So players like Jordan Eberle, I'm not ready to pull the trigger on just yet. I'm not saying I'm not trading him, right? But Eberle and Cizikas, these guys might be out the door this year, but only if we can replace them with a good trade or with another young player up and coming. And I won't be able to see that until the beginning of year 9, right? So we're going to get up to that. But certain players, like Henriksen, he might be ready to play in the top 9. Mantha, top 6 maybe. Let me just go for forwards. Barkov, top 6, hopefully. Shinkaruk, he might get a jump. He's 26 years old, so it's going to be the last year for him. Reichel as well, right? Sullivan, he might get the jump still, so I got to wait on these players. So we'll be able to trade the big guns basically in the preseason, all right? So the way it looks right now is like that. And, but one thing I am ready to make a trade right now is the goaltending situation. We have to answer this goaltender situation. I went through the list for you guys last time. A lot of you guys were saying go after that Dallas goalie, the elite. I don't know if he's elite just yet. I think he's like mid-80s. Hang on a sec. He had like a green star potential though. That was the big thing about it. Yeah, Cooper or something, whatever. 84 overall, 22 years old. Still on his minor league deal for one more year, and I mean there it is right there, 4.5 green star potential. And you know what? 84, he probably will jump up to like a 90. The only thing about that is, boys, I mean the trade value is just off the freaking charts. There's no way they don't want to give him up, and it's above half, right? I mean you're talking about Markstrom and Eddie Lack, right? Hang on, Markstrom and Eddie Lack. And then, like, who would you give up out of here? Because that's one thing. We're actually pretty weak for defense. If we trade away one of these defenders, we need another defender coming back. So, I mean, I could throw Good Branson in there, but then we have to replace Good Branson. Eberle we could throw in there, you know. But if we do that, then we're not going to have much to trade for the other parts of our team, because you can see the trade value. It starts to diminish. We got Mueller in there. We can still make the trade. Hang on. Let me just take a few players off. All right, but I don't like Markstrom, Lack, and Mueller. I don't think that would even go through the way it is, and I don't want to tempt it. But the other goalie that I had my eyes on, that you know what, I think it's a good fit for us here, the Winnipeg Jets, the 2nd overall pick from I think 2 years ago now, or 1 year ago. Was it Robinson? Robinson Brathwaite? Yeah, Robinson Brathwaite, 2nd overall pick. We decided to go after Sullivan instead of Robinson Brathwaite, but he's looking like a pretty good goalie. 79 overall, and he's got the yellow star potential. Now, he may not be ready to play for us next year, and when I say ready to play for us, I mean like to the level that, you know, we've been at for the last few years, a good regular season with a good playoff run. I don't know if he can give us to that just yet, but what I want to do is trade Eddie Lack and hold on to Markstrom. The reason is Markstrom still has 2 years left at 1.75, so we can hold on to Markstrom this year, and if we figure out that Robinson Brathwaite is ready, then we can trade Markstrom next year with that decent trade value still, right? And he's a good backup goalie, and if we do get into the playoffs, he's proven that he can win us games before. Eddie Lack is 33, so I don't want to hold on to him any longer. Markstrom's only 31, and I don't want to trade away both of them for a rookie, because then, you know, what if the rookie's really not ready to go and you miss the playoffs now? These guys have got us to the playoffs the last, I don't know, what, like 6 years, 7 years, whatever it's been. So you gotta keep one of them. I got to keep one of them, and it's got to be Markstrom, all right? So let's try to unload Eddie Lack for Brathwaite. That won't go through. They want Lack, but they don't want to give up Brathwaite. It's going to have to be something else here. So let me just go through. Again, I don't want to give up any of these defensemen. Thrower, he might be the guy who has to play on the team this year, or Pulock. I'm going to wait to see which one of these guys gets the jump. Actually, I don't think Thrower will get a jump. But he's got 90 for defensive awareness. You know what? No, he can stay. And then all these guys don't have any trade value. Ratty, he's staying. Eberle, I don't want to use in this trade. Clifford, Hendrickson, Mantha, you're all staying. I could do the Sullivan for Brathwaite, but I'm holding on to Sullivan. I think this guy might be a good player of the future for us. It might have to be Mueller. Just unload Mueller right here. The reason is Mueller, I would like to get a good player back for him, but I think Mueller's being replaced by Barkov as we speak. You know, playmaker with a good passing rating. I think Barkov, hopefully this last year he gets the jump. Hopefully he's good enough to replace Peter Mueller at 83, 84 overall. So yeah, I like that trade. So Eddie Lack and Peter Mueller for Brathwaite. But I want to add something else in. I did some scouting for this, right? And they have a player in here that you never know. You might be able to get something out of him. This guy right here, Bittner. He's got a 4.5 Red Star potential, right? But he's 24 years old and he's already 77. So he might be a third or fourth liner, maybe even a second liner. He's a power forward. When was he drafted? 8th overall in 2015. Offensive awareness is already 80. Body checking at 98. Strength at 80. Defensive awareness only 81. Not the fastest skater. Got a really good shot though. Power is 99 and 95. So, you know, and the thing about it is the trade value. Look at that trade value, right? So you can add him in the deal with Brathwaite to get Lack or for Mueller and Lack. I'm just trying to see with that. Yeah, that probably would go through. Anybody else? Patan and Foss, their trade value is too much. It would add too much to the deal. Josh Morrissey. Oh, yeah, Josh Morrissey. He's got no trade value. Offensive defenseman, 26. He might get a jump this year. I'll add Josh Morrissey into this deal as well. All right. Might as well these guys with no trade value. And then all these other guys, 3.5 star grinder. No, he's no point in putting him in the deal. He's not going to be NHL ready. I don't need to add anything else into this. No, you know, and these actually, they have some trade value. It's very small, but it's a little bit. So Brathwaite, Bittner, and Morrissey. All right. Lack, Mueller. Let me just see what else I can add in here. I'll add a 7th and a 6th. I just don't want to. I don't want to piss them off. Is there anyone else I can unload here? Terrell. No, I'm holding on to these guys. Negrin. No, I'm gonna hold on to you. Hurdle. I think I can unload Thomas Hurdle. I don't think I'm gonna be using him. I know his defense awareness is 94, but nah, he's got like 3-star, 2.5 star, 3-star, 3.5 star, 4-star, and then the 5-star for defense. But you know what? We didn't use him last year. He's had some good years in the AHL, but I'm just trying to think. I can maybe trade somebody else. Hang on, I'll hold on to him. No. Sluka? Nope. What about these guys down here? You know what? I'll just go with Thomas Hurdle. Yeah, give him a chance to play somewhere else. He's not fitting in here, and he's got the green name, so he can help them out a little bit. And I got plenty of forward, so it's not a problem. So Eddie Lack, Mueller, a 6th, a 7th, and Hurdle for Brathwaite, Bittner, and Josh Morrissey. Will it go through? Yes, it did. On behalf of the Winnipeg Jets organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. So it was a good trade for us. We didn't give up too much right there, right? So that was good. So let's take a look at our newest addition, our newest goaltender, Robinson Brathwaite. There he is. All right, so now you have a 31-year-old goalie who can play the regular season and play playoffs, and hopefully Brathwaite gets enough of a jump that he can be trusted to play some NHL games this year. If he stays at 79 overall, we're going to need Markstrom, and we're going to be happy that we didn't trade him, okay? That's what I wasn't ready to do. I wasn't ready to completely get rid of our goaltender situation. Now, everywhere else, I am basically going to hold off on making any trades, right? I mean, yeah, Eberle and Cizikas are the next two, and Goodbranson and Kulikov. Those are the guys we got to decide if we want to make a trade or not. So we're going to do that right at the end of or the beginning of the season. So next, we got to figure out if there's anybody that I want to sign goaltender-wise. Anthony Brodeur. We'll get Martin Brodeur's son. Why not? He might turn out to be greatness. All right, there you go. Is it Brodeur's son? I think it might be. You know what? I don't even know. Do I want to back up just in case? And so I can have that Robinson guy play in the AHL. Just, you know what I mean? Should I get a backup? I got the money. Might as well get a backup. Yeah, this Chris Carosi guy. Pavlik. 1 year. You know what? Pavlik only wants 1 year. No, you know what? He's too much. Yeah, he's like a... No, I'll go after this guy. Yeah, he's cheaper. There you go. 2 mil. All right, very nice. All skaters. All right, so let's see. I could just sign Coburn again because the defensive situation, but no, you know what? I'm not going to sign Coburn. He might drop. I would like to get another top 6 defenseman, though, so let's just see here. Quincy, defensive awareness 82. Ollie, defensive awareness 85. Yeah, that would work, but discipline's, it's not that bad. Larson, okay. Just going down through some of these players quickly. Jesus. Ryan Murphy, your offensive awareness is 99. Still, I don't need that. I need a stay-at-home defenseman. All right, yeah, we're going to go back up here. We're going to get either Larson or Ollie. Let's see, Larson. Okay, just looking at his stats quickly. Martinez, no, hang on. And Ollie. Ollie's definitely better in the defensive and physical category. You know what? I think Larson, yeah, Larson's just a pretty good overall defender right there. 1 year, though, only 1 year. I got the cap space so we can give him the money that he needs. All right, but just in case, I want defense, and we have the cap space. There you go. So I'll get Larson on the team. Okay, now forwards. Is there anybody I should sign just in case? Riley Smith. Let's see. Oh, a sniper. Hang on a second here. 30 years old. That might actually not be a bad... Yeah, he might not actually be a bad, because Tyraddy might move up. This guy might be a good little player to get. Hang on, you never know, right? Sign him to just a modest deal. There you go. And you guys are saying Nordgren. Check this guy out. Oh, another sniper. Shit. Oh, he's 26. He's even... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll try this guy out as well. 2 little snipers that we picked up. All right, and that's the... that's all we'll spend here in free agency. Just trying to go down and see. Pyarby? No. What about Howden? Defense awareness 88. Body checking 89. Quentin Howden, how much? 2.8. Yeah, I can sign this guy as well. 3 mil. 3 mil, just in case. All right, so there you go. There are the signings. Now let's get to the beginning of the season and let's see what we can do. I'm tempted to get this video out just showing you guys our team again because I want to make the Jordan Eberle and Cizikas trade if it's right for the team. But I don't want just a general, get this player, get this player. We got to agree on one player. So that's what I mean. I think I want to get this video out before we do any more simulating. I want to use the trading block as well to figure out exactly who we need. I'm going to edit our lines now with the team that I know that I want going forward, and we're going to leave Cizikas and Eberle as kind of like up in the air. We all got to decide whether it's better to trade for a new player or keep them. All right, we're going to have the cap space. We'll be able to sign them again next year and then trade them in a year or two. But again, I'm not saying that we're going to hold on to them. Don't worry. If it's better for the team, I will trade them. All right, I'm sticking by that. But because it's a big trade, because they're the last 2 players with any kind of trade value on our team, I want to do the right thing, right? I don't know if Sullivan's going to be ready in the next 2 or 3 years. So say what you want about Eberle, but he is a big piece of the puzzle here in Quebec City. So if we're going to trade him away, I want to make sure oh, excuse me. I guess it's not fully healed, but if we're going to trade him away, I want to get something back that really helps us out for the future and right now. I'm not going to accept a non-playoff year this year. Absolutely not. All right, we are a playoff team last year. We've been a playoff team for the last 6-7 years, whatever it's been. I want to reload. Okay, I do not want to rebuild. If I want to rebuild, I could trade a lot of players away. I want to reload. All right, so here we go. Beginning of year 9, September 2021. Jesus. All right, so he's looking for 47 wins this year. Steven, our GM, he wants us to do something. So let me just quickly take care of all this stuff. Trading block. There you go. Take care of all this stuff. All right. Take care of all that. All right, so let's take a look at our team, and let's see who's ready for the big time, and let's see what kind of moves that we have to make, basically. Brathwaite's going to be an interesting one. Let's see. Come on. I guess I got to go to roster moves. All right, so goaltenders. Where are you? Brathwaite. Ooh, he's jumped up to an 86. So it was a really good trade. His reflexes category is 5-star, right? Puck control, though, and his athletic is only 3.5-star. He's dropped a little bit there, right? But, well, not dropped, but his overall is brought up by that really good reflexes category. That 98 overall for glove high, the 93, the 90 for angles, right? So But still, a good goalie. But I'm also glad that we still have Markstrom in there. I think it'll be a good combination. And what's really good is... Oh, hang on. Can I not... I got to move some players around. What's really good is that Brathwaite will be the starter because he's more overall. So it's like Markstrom is just doing what he did last year as well. Kapitanov, Ekblad, Riley, Pouliot, Kulikov, Goodbranson, Larson. All right, yeah, that's all of them. And I guess I got to send some of these guys down. Hartikainen. Okay, so Sullivan is still 62 overall, so he's not ready just yet. Let me send Eberle and Cizikas down, all right, just so you guys can see our team without those two guys in the lineup. Brathwaite, you come up. There you go. So defense, without Kapitanov, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what, actually? I want to make sure, yeah, we made some moves. I want to make sure I don't lose this. So hang on 1 second here, boys. All right, that's much better. Okay. So, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got the 6 defensemen plus Kapitanov. Now we have to make some of these guys go down. The guys that, yeah, I mean, we got too many players up here. Let me bring back up Eberle, Cizikas. I don't need Smith just yet. Reichel. You know what I should have done? Hang on. Before I came in here, I wanted to do roster moves, but I should actually just check on... the high potential players to see what I need to do that from contracts. All right, so once again, it's because Brathwaite was down. I had to check. So we got Brathwaite right there. That was a great trade. Defenseman. We got Ekblad, Morgan Riley, who's at an 86. All right, now he's 27 years old. Ekblad is still 87. All right, Kulikov, Pouliot, Branson. Any young studs coming up? Pulock and Morrissey, they stayed at their high 70 overalls. Okay. Right wingers. Eberle's right there. Nordgren jumped up to an 82. I think he was he 82 before? I don't know. He's got a good shot, though. That's for damn sure. Left wingers. Henriksen, Mantha. All right, so Mantha, he's finally... This is about as good as he's going to get. He's 26 overall. 26 years old. And, yeah, he is 85 overall. Hell of a shot. Good puck skills category. He's got that good defensive awareness now. Good body checker. Good skater. This guy's ready. He's big time ready. All right, big time ready. There was his first NHL season. Yeah, I'm looking for a breakout year for excuse me, for Mantha. All right, Henriksen. Let's see if this guy's ready. Defensive awareness, 89. So I know he's only 78 overall, but he's a grinder. So 78 overall grinder is ready to play on the third or fourth line of the NHL. All right, so Henriksen is ready NHL-wise now. And he's got one more year to get better also. Clifford, Hartikainen, yep. Reichel, 79, Shinkaruk, 78, and Bittner, 77. So these guys didn't get a huge jump at all. All right, so I don't think any of these guys are NHL ready at all. No, I think we can get better players in there than those guys. They can dominate the AHL. All right. And centers, yeah, Sullivan's still 62. So this guy, by the time he's 24, 25, 26, he'll be ready. He doesn't look like he's going to jump anytime soon. Ginnell, 76. And Barkov, he's jumped up to 83. All right, playmaker, 99 for passing, though. Look at that, 99 for passing rating. So if we can get a really good sniper alongside of Barkov, he'll be good enough. The only thing about Barkov that isn't good is that defensive awareness, 81. He has not become a good defensive player, all right? And he's not a very fast skater, but still, I think he's good enough that he can get something done, all right? So Barkov, he replaced Mueller quite well, I think. All right, so there you go. All right, so last but not least, who belongs on this team and who needs to go? And remember, if we're going to have people go, we can trade to upgrade somewhere else as well. So, we got the defenseman that we need. Yeah, now forwards, right? The way it is right now, hang on, let me just send down Howden I don't need. Who else is kind of a new guy that I don't need? Nordgren I'll leave up here for now. Terrell, we don't need Terrell. Henriksen, there you go. All right, so the way I have it right now is best lines just like that. If we decide to keep Cizikas and Eberle, there it is. You got Huberdeau, Eberle. Hang on a sec. Let me just do the good old-fashioned switch around. Kapitanov, and where was it? It was Larson, right? Yeah, it was Larson. So there you go. There you go. All right, so offensively, it looks like it's going to be Yuri Kapitanov, Huberdeau, and Eberle. Now, again, we can still trade away Eberle. I'm just going by what it was last year. The second line, Cizikas, Mantha now. There you go. And it was Mueller before, right? It could be Ty Ratty. It could be Nordgren, Hartikainen on the fourth line with Henriksen, Clifford, Shore, Barkov. All right. So, if we wanted to trade away Eberle and Cizikas now, let me just go back and make this change for you guys. Let me just, Eberle, send him down. I got to bring two people up. So, we'll bring up Terrell, and we'll bring up Riley Smith. Not Howden. We don't need Howden. Okay. So, I'll send Eberle down and Cizikas down. So, if we trade away those guys, the way our team looks is basically, let me get Kapitanov back up here once again. Larson, there you go. Let me just boom. All right, so with those two guys gone, you got Kapitanov, Huberdeau, and then I guess Nordgren on the first line now, this sniper. We could still use Eberle to make a trade, but we have a guy who could play sniper role. All right, second line could be Barkov. It could be the new age guys, the guys who played on the AHL together. Barkov, Mantha, and Ty Ratty. Right, the third line could be Shore, Clifford, and or you know what, could be Henriksen. We'd give Henriksen the chance, and then Riley Smith as a sniper on the third line with Shore and Henriksen, and then Clifford, Terrell, and Hartikainen. All right, so if we don't use Cizikas and Eberle, there you go. There's the lines the way I have them right now. But we can always use Cizikas and Eberle to make a trade for a position. So well, I got to put it to you guys like this. Three options. Cizikas gone, Eberle stay. Eberle gone, Cizikas stay. Both of them gone, or both of them stay, all right? So, you got to decide that first, and then if one of them are going, or both of them are going, what should we trade for? A draft pick, a prospect, or should we upgrade something here? Does something need to be upgraded, right? Or should we just let them play on the line and arrange these lines? I think we got a plethora of players right now. We have to decide who we want and who we don't. We got to move the guys who we don't want out of town right now, all right? The way I look at it is, if we're going to trade away Jordan Eberle, I would like to pick up a better first line right winger. Got nothing against this guy, but I'd like to get a more established, like a better Jordan Eberle. You guys were saying if you get an amazing first line, it'd be that much better. Well, then let's get a right winger that would be considered better than Eberle. And we can tie in Eberle with Nordgren, because I think Ty Ratty and Smith can get it done. Or we can put Smith in and go Ratty and Nordgren can go on the third line, right, with the good defenseman. Or we could leave Nordgren in there with Ty Ratty, with Riley Smith, and use Cizikas and Eberle, or a combination of the two, with a draft pick, and get that top two defenseman that's been elusive for us. We could go with, we could go, even move Ekblad down. You know what? I don't even know what we would do. We'd have to split up the two offensive defensemen like that, and then maybe Kulikov for a top two defenseman to play alongside of Ekblad, then Pouliot with Riley, all right, then Larson and Goodbranson. I don't know, but maybe a top two defenseman to help us out, all right? So the way I look at it, we could use a top two defenseman or a first line right winger. But if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. I really do like that second line now, though. Barkov and Mantha, it was worth the wait, but I think they're ready to do something special this year for us. Who knows, man? Maybe 20-goal seasons for these guys, 50-point years. Who knows? All right, so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. This is why I didn't want to start the simulation just yet. Oh, you know what? One last thing. Yeah, I'll just show one last thing. Trade negotiations, trading block. Let's just get just a handful of forwards out there that you guys can see. If I'm going to make a trade, it's going to be somebody who's 28 or younger, right? If we're gonna go down in age from Eberle, 28. Okay, that works for me. First line forward, okay. Potential range, yeah, right there is fine. Shooting, it's got to be a 5-star shot if it's going to be on the first line, all right? So that's all I'm going to search, 5-star shot, first line. So you got Jonathan Drouin, Dauphin, Nate McKinnon, and Connor McDavid. Those are the guys that they're suggesting to put on that first line with Kapitanov and Huberdeau, all right? So, I mean, ridiculous contracts, ridiculous players, great age, great, the trade value is actually not that bad for McDavid, right? But not a sniper, playmaker, he's a sniper, and he's a sniper. So, I don't know. You guys can let me know, and excuse me, I will see you in the next video.